Alright guys, this is going to be my very first knife review for YouTube, and this is the Spyderco Manix 2. Great knife. I'll be covering uses of this knife, just my thoughts on this knife, and where it is in my knife collection and how it stands. So, some dimensions of it are, it's an 8-inch knife overall, with a blade length of 3.375 inches. It does sport the ball bearing lock, which is just fantabulous. It's got a 5-ounce weight, which it's pretty heavy, but it's whatever. The G10 handles with the S30V steel. It's got the hollow grind blade to it, which I do prefer. Nice polish to it. And let's just get into the review. So I look at this knife as a hard use EDC, a collective knife, and just an overall heavy duty knife. It is pretty thick closed, but it's not too thick where you can't carry it. I mean, I have carried this knife, tested it out, so I don't mind the weight. It's got a huge thumb hole, which I really do like for easy deployment. Great lockup. There's no wiggle at all. It's got the ball bearing design on it, which it's nice and strong, kind of like the Benchmade Axis lock you could compare it to. It's got a nice good point on it that it does get pretty thin at the end there compared to the other, which I like. You can do some precision work with that. It does have some jimping on the blade, top and bottom. Also along with the back of the knife and a little bit right there. The ergonomics on this knife are just great. Fits in your hand great, and you can choke up on it, which I do like for kind of trying not to overcut something, cut something in a box or whatever. The pocket clip on it is just great, nice and strong, front or back, but you cannot do tip up or tip down. It is just tip up carry. It does have a great reverse feel to it. With this jimping right here, you can really get some grip on it if need be. It's not the most tactical knife. Oh, sorry there. But, I mean, you could definitely use it in a tactical situation. Hope you don't have to, though. The texture on the G10 is super grippy. You can hear that. It's great feel to it. Doesn't really scuff up the jeans, or at least I haven't noticed that, which is pretty nice for how textured it is. The S30V is kind of hard to sharpen, I've noticed. I mean, I'm not the most experienced knife sharpener ever. I do just use a little diamond stone to get it done, but I mean, you can put an edge on it for sure, just not the hair shaving unless you really do know what you're doing. The lanyard hole is nice and big. It fits paracord in there no problem. I did pay retail price for this because I was at a store in California and I saw it, and I just had to have it. I paid about $120 for this knife, which I know you can get it cheaper online, eBay, Blade HQ, those kind of websites, but just had to have it. Couldn't wait. Overall, this knife would be a great heavy, hard use EDC knife, a collective knife, I do think, because it's just a cool knife. And maybe more of a weekend knife, not really a work knife, a suit knife, stuff like that. If you do want a smaller knife, I just keep looking. Don't go for this for the EDC. But it's a good quality knife for the Spyderco, and to get it online for about $100 or less, you can't go wrong with it. It's nice, heavy duty, all around quality knife that Spyderco produces. And if you could, go pick one up. If you already have one, you know what I'm talking about. And this is Young Knife 101, and I'll be hopefully coming at you with some more knife reviews on the Benchmade Rift. So check that out on my channel. Catch you guys later.